Hey gamers, Melkor6925 here, bringing you another Clash Royale video. Today's video is going to be all about the card breakdown in Arena 3. I had to double check there. Obviously, we are now looking at the Barbarian Bowl. We are looking at troops that you can game between the ranges of 800 trophies all the way up to P.E.K.KA'S Playohuse at 1100. The cards that we are going to be looking at are the Cannon, the Barbarians, the Racket, the Barbarian Hut, the Rage, and my most hated card, the Expo. I'm not the only one who hates that card. Luckily, from the 23rd of March, that card is going down, even more so. So guys, Arena 3, the Barbarian Bowl, let's have a look at these cards that we have here. First up is the level 1 cannon. This is a defensive building which shoots cannonballs with deadly effect, but cannot target flying troops. That's right, the cannon is a ground targeting troop only, and has a range of 6. Only costs 3 elixir and currently lasts for 40 seconds. That is being cut as of the 23rd of March, so be wary about that. The cannon is a very good defensive unit and is great at taking out things such as barbarians, etc., things like that. What it's not good against, though, is musketeers, because a musketeer can destroy a cannon without ever getting in range of it. So a 4 elixir card can take it out without taking the slightest bit of damage. So just be wary if your opponent has a musketeer. But it is good at defending other buildings as well and defending those towers, so just remember that. A very effective card indeed. Maybe not as effective as the Tesla in my opinion, but that's personal choice. Next up we have one card that I have in near enough every single one of my decks, and that's the Barbarian. They cost 5 elixir, but for that 5 elixir you get 4 little mean men. These guys can take a pounding and they can give out a pounding. They are good on both defense and offense. With 300 hit points and 75 damage with a DPS of 50, these guys go to work, I tell you. Leave these on a tower unaffected and they are going to take that tower down in seconds. They are vulnerable to things like air troops, unfortunately, so if they get swarmed by a horde, make sure you've got some arrows in the background. They're also very susceptible as well to the fireball. Not one of my most favourite troops, but something that's very good at taking out barbarians. Same level fireball from the same level will take those barbarians down to just a slither of health. If it's a higher level, they are going down in 1. These are very good at taking out barbarians, other barbarians, because they've got the support of the towers. They're fantastic at taking out princes and even hog riders. So if I see a hog rider coming straight at me, what do? I drop these 4 guys straight in front, and that hog ain't going to even touch that tower before he goes down. That's how deadly these guys are. Once that hog goes down, these guys can start their own push as well. You get something behind them like a bomber and a musketeer, these guys are going to do some serious damage, so just be wary. Next up we have the Racket. The Racket costs 6 elixir and is fantastic at dealing large amounts of damage to your towers, etc. A massive whopping 700 damage. It does have a rather small radius of only 2, and obviously does less damage to crown towers, only doing 280 damage. But I tell you something, guys, having one of these up your sleeve in them last few seconds when you can't break through to that tower, there's not much better at help taking it down. Not the best on defense. You don't really want to be wasting 6 elixir on defense, but on offense, if you need to take out, say, barbarian huts or things like that, these are the guys that you want to impress to do it. Next up we have the Barbarian Hut. Oh, so you think you like barbarians? Well, this thing got a lot more interesting. Every 14 seconds, 2 barbarians coming out of that hut and pelt headlong straight to the opponent's side of the field. That hut stays on the field for 1 minute, so just imagine how many barbarians spawn within that time. All, though, for a 7 elixir cost. That's a lot. This card's fantastic if you're using a swarm deck, especially if you're getting them to push up and sit behind a giant or something along them lines as well, because they can build up en masse, especially if you're combining it with the Goblin Hut. Fantastic on defense as well, because they can distract troops at the same time. And fantastic on offense, especially if you're helping to build, especially if you get an elixir pump in there and the Goblin Hut as well. By themselves, probably not the most effective because 2 Barbarians will go down relatively quickly. But in the grand scheme of things, they are a fantastic card to have, so just be wary of them. And if one gets put in that background, make sure you've got your Rocket to take it down. Next up, card I have great amount of faith in is the Rage card. That's right. If you think 4 Barbarians followed by a Musketeer going at your tower is deadly, you stick a Rage spell in there with a Hog and just watch that tower burn down. That Rage spell will increase that damage for 10 seconds for radius up to 5. Now that is again being slightly changed. I think it's going down to 8 seconds from the 23rd of March. But 8 seconds, and it's been increased from 35 to 40% damage. I can live with that. Obviously, it's a 3 elixir cost, so not a massive elixir cost, and that massive increase of damage can really help you plough through opponents' troops. And obviously take out those towers. Can be used on defense, but it's not a card I would ever suggest for that. Mainly, predominantly an offense troop. Finally, we have the beloved Expo. And when I mean beloved, I mean absolutely chuffing hated by 95% of the community out there. Don't get me wrong, guys. I don't care if I come up against someone with an Expo. Everyone is entitled to play the game they want to play. And I hear time and time again YouTubers saying, oh, they're playing an Expo, they've got no skill. That's not true. Playing an Expo is bloody hard. Playing it right's hard. But if you can do it, it's a deadly weapon. Now, that's been nerfed on the 23rd of March as well, meaning instead of being able to shoot 13 squares, it can only shoot 12, which means you can't have it on your side of the field, have a Tesla in front of it, and still hit your opponent's tower. So that's a fantastic debuff, really. Thing is, if you can get this Expo locked onto a tower with defences in front of it, that tower's going to go down very quick, guys, so just be wary about that, okay? It does 66 DPS and damage 20. Every single shot. That's how quick this thing fires. Boom, 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 boom. Every 0.3 seconds. Be wary, guys. It's very susceptible to hard-hitting troops. So things like your Barbarians, fantastic at taking them out. Using things like your mini hordes, fantastic. Maybe getting a distraction troop in front of it as well, such as a giant as well, etc. is a massive benefit as well. Just be wary though, guys. This is obviously getting a debuff from the 23rd of March, which I'm quite happy about. Woohoo! Still, it will be an effective card on defense. Stick it at the back. Let it take out some of those troops that are coming towards you. That's what it's there for. That's what it was originally intended for. It wasn't meant as an offensive weapon that could take out the opponent's towers, that's for sure, single-handedly. So that's the Expo. Great on offense, okay on defense, getting debuffed come next couple of days. But that's the way the game goes. There's continually card changes all the time. So guys, that's it from me in the Barbarian Bowl. If you like what you see, comment below, let me know. If you've not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you next time for P.E.K.KA'S Playhouse. Take care.